It's Tuesday, the 21st of April, 2026. Welcome to Light TV Main News. Quote of the day: "Forgiveness is not weakness, it is strength under control." The headlines: President Hakainde Hichilema commissions $300 million United States dollar hybrid energy project. Dag Heward-Mills to meet President Hakainde Hichilema. Vehicle gutted in Kafue welding fire. And Trump warns of strikes over Iran talks. With the news in detail, my name is Joel Chisompola. Investment confidence in Zambia's energy sector continues to grow, with Leopard Investment Chairperson Carl Irwin praising President Hakainde Hichilema for reforms that have made energy projects bankable and attractive to investors. Speaking at the launch of the Leopards Hill 250-megawatt solar project in Chongwe, Mr. Irwin described the development as world-class, noting it will include one of Africa's largest battery energy storage systems. Independent power producer Globleg Chief Executive Officer Jonathan Hoffman says the project will provide reliable and dispatchable power critical for industrial growth. Meanwhile, ZESCO Board Chairperson Vixon Klube says ZESCO will strengthen substations and expand transmission lines under its 2026 to 2035 strategic plan. Acting Minister of Energy Rodney Sikumba says the project will help diversify Zambia's energy mix. Chongwe Member of Parliament Sylvia Masebo has thanked the President for his leadership, while Lusaka Province Minister Shil Mulyata described the project as a major milestone for the nation.
And we had to inject reforms in the sector, serious reforms. Open access, independent power producers such as this one, right? Independent traders. If it were not for these reforms, we would have shut the country down following the West drought in living memory. Honestly speaking, if it were not these reforms to bring in different players in the industry, we would have shut our economy down. We wouldn't have grown by 4% GDP growth in the West, year of the West drought, which decapitated our hydro generating capacity, decapitated our food security. Reforms deliver results. That's my message, amongst other aspects of the messages that I choose to deliver today.
Healing Jesus Campaign Crusade Executive Chairperson Bishop Joshua Banda has appealed to Zambians to continue upholding peace. Addressing the media ahead of the crusade by internationally renowned evangelist Dag Heward-Mills, Bishop Banda urged political leaders and citizens to embrace dialogue, mutual respect, and national unity. He said the election period should be guided by integrity, with the national interest placed above all else, stressing that peace is a national obligation. Meanwhile, Bishop Banda announced that Evangelist Heward-Mills will tomorrow pay a courtesy call on President Hakainde Hichilema to convey a message of encouragement and prayer for the nation.
So, on the positive side,
Economy and Environment Permanent Secretary Dauti Chivamba has met UNICEF Acting Deputy Country Representative Tinkani Msonda in Livingstone to review progress on a proposal for the Fund for Responding to Loss and Damage. The proposal, coordinated through GIZ, aims to support Zambia's climate resilience efforts. UNICEF has reaffirmed its commitment to support the process through closer collaboration with the ministry. Dr. Chivamba says the ministry will soon convene further discussions to accelerate progress on the submission. He is in Livingstone attending the fund's board meeting running from April 20 to 24. Government has clarified concerns over the removal of some beneficiaries from the Social Cash Transfer Program, saying the process follows clear and transparent procedures. Ministry of Community Development and Social Services Principal Public Relations Officer Glenda Nachinga says the program uses socio-economic assessments, community validation, and regular reviews to ensure support reaches the most vulnerable. She says eligibility targets elderly, chronically ill, children, women-headed households, and persons with disabilities. Ms. Nachinga adds that removals may result from duplication, changes in circumstances, errors in records, or failure to meet criteria after reassessment. The ministry says grievances and mechanisms are in place and registration remains open for eligible households. United Prosperous and Peaceful Zambia UPPZ President Charles Chanda has paid a 100,000 kwacha nomination fee for the 2026 general election presidential race. He announced the payment in Lusaka, saying the fee is fair and urging those who cannot afford it to consider farming instead of politics. Chanda said politics is serious business and not about personal luxury. He also expressed openness to alliances but insisted they should not be formed to punish individuals. He said UPPZ has remained independent and called for fairness in media coverage of presidential contenders. Chanda reaffirmed his intention to contest and promised to promote rural development and national unity ahead of the 2026 polls.
It's an exercise that every stakeholder in the political arena should be able to welcome. Especially that the government that has come up with an amount, the constituency. You know, if it was the other way around, where other parties were demanding for the delimitation exercise, one would understand. Now you can imagine the person that has come up and said, look, this is what I'm going to pay, the constituency. Can we have more constituency? Surely that is something that is positive. So there is positivity because at the end of the day, we are talking about each constituency now will get more money. And it's a matter of looking at how will this affect service delivery. So the limitation for us as UPPZ, it's 100% welcome. Yes, there will be concerns of, how did they come up with this? How did they come up with this? The fact remains, whatever monies will be given are going to be given to the general public. And development will definitely be spread across the country. So we are happy with the exercise, and we do hope that it should be able to help in service delivery. The complaints that have been there is unfortunate because the 76 new constituencies, as they were announced, they were not announced as votes or constituencies that are for the ruling party. It's you and I that are in the political arena that needs to go on ground and campaign. So for us who have been in by-elections, we have participated in close to 75 by-elections.
Zambia has launched a nationwide stepwise survey approach supported by the World Health Organization to assess the burden of non-communicable diseases and their risk factors. The STEP survey is a standardized international method that collects data on behavior, physical measurements, and biochemical indicators. The survey, running from 20th April to 30th June 2026, will cover all 10 provinces and targets adults aged between 18 and 69. Findings will guide national policies and interventions on diseases such as hypertension, diabetes, cancer, asthma, and road traffic injuries. Health Minister Dr. Alex Katakwe says there is urgent need to address rising cases of stroke and heart disease, while ZNPHI says the success of the survey depends on public cooperation. We take our first set of commercials. I'll be right back.
very welcome to Kisha Classic Couture, where style meets affordability. We have great quality clothes, slippers, speak of anything you would like to wear, we have it here. We are located in Avondale Small Market near the complex. You can reach us on 09735000044 on WhatsApp. Then for Instagram or Facebook, you can search for Kisha Classic Couture. We have nice clothes that you will love at affordable price. Then for delivery, we do deliver within Lusaka and outside Lusaka. Outside Lusaka, we use couriers such as Platinum. So please come through. We deliver countrywide. Then within Lusaka, we use bikes to deliver. So we are able to reach you anywhere, wherever you are. We are able to reach you.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We continue with the news. A motor vehicle has been extensively damaged after it caught fire in Kafue town near the streetlights area in an incident believed to have occurred during a welding operation. Eyewitnesses said the fire is suspected to have started while welding work was being carried out on or near the vehicle, with sparks igniting nearby flammable materials and quickly spreading through the car. Firefighters rushed to the scene and managed to extinguish the blaze, preventing it from spreading to surrounding property. No injuries have been reported. Authorities have launched investigations into the cause of the fire and have urged the public and technicians to exercise extreme caution when conducting welding work near flammable substances. Inspector General of Police Graphel Musamba has held 9 officers returning from the United Nations mission's discipline. Mr. Musamba says the officers demonstrated integrity, courage, and commitment, raising Zambia's profile in international peacekeeping efforts. He has urged them to use the experience gained to mentor colleagues and strengthen local policing, especially in areas such as conflict resolution and community engagement. Meanwhile, Deputy Director for Peace Support Operations, the Department of Immigration has warned members of the public against a fake recruitment advert circulating on social media. In a statement issued today, the department says the advert inviting applications for immigration assistance and border guards is false and unauthorized. The department has clarified that there is currently no ongoing recruitment exercise and has advised the public to disregard the misleading information. Authorities have further cautioned citizens not to submit personal documents in response to the advert. Investigations have been launched to identify those behind the fake advert. The Tobacco Board of Zambia has given licensed tobacco buyers a 24-hour ultimatum to submit their price matrices or face regulation action. Out of 16 licensed operators, only 4 have complied. Executive Director Robert Mwale says no tobacco buying should take place without approved price matrices. He has ordered buyers who have already begun operations without approval to halt trading. Mr. Mwale says only cost-reflective price structures will be approved to protect farmers. The Chewa Heritage Foundation has announced that the 2026 Kulamba traditional ceremony will be held on 29th August at Mkaika in Katete District. Fundraising Committee Chairperson Ruben Kamanga says the ceremony brings together the Chewa people of Zambia, Malawi, and Mozambique following a meeting presided over by His Majesty Kalonga Gawaundi. He says this year's event will include sponsors exhibition where Kalonga Gawaundi will interact with stakeholders. He has called on partners, companies, and individuals to support the ceremony. Kulamba is a Thanksgiving ceremony where Chewa chiefs pay homage to their supreme leader. We take our second break. On the other side, join me for sports and international news.
The Christian Connect Fund with the Apostle Webster Chilila and Prophetess Trish hereby presents the Elroy Christian Business Summit 2026 with the theme Engaging Emerging Manufacturers for Wealth Creation. This summit will be held on the 27th to the 29th of May 2026 at the Charles Conference Center in Minwood area in Ibex Hill. The Elroy is one of a kind business event that will bring together individuals and businesses including high-profile business owners, Zambian micro, small, medium enterprises and emerging local manufacturers and suppliers, hundreds of retailers and shop owners and distributors, agri-business leaders, church ministry leaders and youth. The summit will build capacity in the following areas: engage and network emerging manufacturers to strengthen local products and brands, engage hundreds of retailers to unlock markets for local products and brands, upscale business revenues for small businesses, upscale and equip emerging micro manufacturers with industry success models, unlock biblical approaches to kingdom business on the Zambian business terrain. Presentations will be unlocked by highly exposed and anointed Zambian and foreign speakers from the church and related business industry. Furthermore, the Elroy team will engage you with practical and innovative industry solutions with deep understanding of the manufacturing industry to forge and advance your emerging manufacturing and distribution business through God's words and prayer engagements in the firepower environment. The program will run daily from 8 hours to 17 hours. Lunch and transport will be provided during the summit. To attend, quickly get your ticket now, as space is limited. Information is power. For more details, call us on.
You can contact us on 0979 202577 and also 0973 921 613. And then the other last one is 0978 713 737.
See you at the Elroy.
See you at the Elroy. 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 At the Elroy.
Welcome back. Thank you for staying tuned. We'll continue with the rest of the news. In sports news, the Zambia Under-17 women's football team will tomorrow face Rwanda in the reverse fixture of the 2025 FIFA World Cup qualifiers at Levi Mwanawasa Stadium, kicking off at 15 hours. The winner will face the Democratic Republic of Congo in the next round. Defender Lilian Mwenda says the team has corrected mistakes from the first leg, while Grace Piri says she is helping new players gain confidence. Goalkeeper Carol Mwetwa has urged fans to support the team. Zambia leads 2-0 from the first leg. In international news, U.S. President Donald Trump says he expects to be bombing if no progress is made in Iran peace talks, warning the ceasefire could expire without extension. He told CNBC he does not want to extend the ceasefire, creating a ticking clock on negotiations. Iran's parliamentary speaker says Tehran is preparing new cards on the battlefield if fighting resumes. U.S. media reports that Vice President J.D. Vance is expected to travel to Pakistan, while Iran has not confirmed talks in Islamabad. The Pentagon says U.S. forces intercepted a sanctioned tanker in the Indo-Pacific to disrupt networks linked to Iran. That note brings us to the end of the main news. But before we go, a recap of the headlines. President Hakainde Hichilema commissions $300 million United States hybrid energy project. Doug Heward Mills to meet President Hakainde Hichilema